This is a good VAEL, not perfect, but this is also the order of casts I use and the timing of them. So in play and hands the whole fight, you'll ideally get it within 10 seconds beforehand. You'll see that buff come up here. The inspiration from a priest crit will come up here, you'll see that. The starter is Diamond Flask. That'll last the whole fight if you start it 5 or 10 seconds beforehand. I've been using Reckless at the start of the fight for extra crit, which gives you extra flurry, which is extra damage, which is bloody a great opener. I'm also using Alcor's Razor, but that's a different thing on the gear side. So just before the pre-fight, it'll go Flask, Reckless, Defensive Stance, Mighty Rage. Now the first 3 globals of the fight is good to go with Bloodthirst Heroic, Sunder Heroic, and these days I'm going Deathwish Heroic as well. And then from there you can just run the rest of the fight with Bloodthirst, Sunder, and the whole time have Heroic queued. And then just ride that to the end. Mid-fight you can choose whenever you want to last stand or use the gem. So we see here, Lay on Hands is on, Priest Inspiration's on, just hit Diamond Flask. It caused a global, so I'm watching the time there. Reckless, Defensive, Mighty Rage. Again, this isn't a perfect run. I actually don't have Battle Shout up, so I'm missing out on a bit of rage, a bit of attack power, but at the moment I'm at 2000. So here, notice Thirst Heroic Strike. That actually crit. And Sunder Heroic, and then Deathwish Heroic. And by the time that happens, you got back to the Bloodthirst. I happen to click Last Stand just for good measure. Run that combination the whole way. You can notice execute phases happen. You can see Pink Mio on the right hand side catching up. He actually got 13 out of 15 execute crits. By the end of the fight, we'll both be on around 50,000 thread or more. So this is just before the end, and that's the threat table. So let's just go back and just watch the first 10 seconds. Now down the bottom here, I've actually got a little indicator for flurry and the count as to how many are stacked. And you'll see with Reckless, for about 10 seconds of the first of the fight, it's nearly continual. So Bloodthirst crits, flurry, still up, and then right there, Reckless finishes, and I actually get a string of normal hits, no crits in a sec. Actually, a dodge, parry, yeah, and then it comes back, more flurries. Anyway, that's how the current fight is. Not perfect, but that's how we're doing it. One death.